Hey everybody, welcome to Pattaya Beat 4K. Tonight we're going to be walking from Soy 6 all the way down to Walking Street. Join me as we catch all the most beautiful women Wow, there's just so many sexy women out tonight. I can already see a difference as high season is starting to kick in. Wow, look at that blonde right there. Woo! That's very cute. You don't see a whole lot of Thai blondes. And look at these babes right here in the lingerie. So as high season starts to kick off, you're going to start to see more and more attractive women. Wow, a couple of cute Sailor Moons right there. Yeah, they're everywhere tonight. It's a Friday night and it's kind of slow still. Some people are saying that this might be the worst high season since COVID, but we'll have to see. Wow. I have no idea why I looked down this alley. I guess I just wanted to stop for a second and check my batteries. Come on, guy, you can do better than that. It's pretty much got your own choice, you know. You can name your own price. These girls are so desperate right now. This was the worst low season probably in history. Not, counting COVID. Of course, that was the worst, but many people said that last year was the worst they ever saw it, but this low season could have been even worse. This was around 8 o'clock, so I'm just checking out the new camera, trying to get the settings just right. It looks like a big improvement from my previous videos. There's not as much motion blur, and the lights aren't blowing out, the neon. I could do a few more tweaks, but so far it's looking pretty good, I must say. I'm wearing my camera tonight, and so many of the women tend to shy away from guys with cameras. And that's okay with me, because you're going to get a few that don't mind the camera. This girl here looks like she just wants to hit me with that foam stick. Well, there's a sexy bunch there. That looks like a new bar, promise. So many bars are just empty. There's only one or two people in them. Sometimes there's no customers. I've always liked that bar there, Lust Bar. Ooh, Nymphos has always got some cute women hanging around. I think they interchange these women, they'll work at one bar and then a few weeks later they'll be at another bar. But they're cute girls, can pretty much, go wherever they want. Yeah, we're about halfway down right here, and it's a slow night. I know during high season the streets are packed, you can barely move. So it's kind of a nice time to go down here because you can really see everything. Now what's that hanging out over there? I hate when these big old trucks show up. They're so obnoxious. They kind of block your view. Might as well drive a semi-truck through there, huh? 95 baht for a happy hour, that's not really a great deal. I mean, if you're going to take the time to drive a truck through a busy street, you know, make it a deal, you know. Make it 60 baht for happy hour beer. 95 is, forget that. That's why so many bars are failing, because they just don't know how to adjust to the times. When it's slower, you don't raise prices, you lower prices. Oh, this guy here, man. Well, that would be an odd combination, right? So we're about halfway down, a little more than halfway down. And yeah, there's Toy Box. Those girls always wear those same outfits. They don't ever seem to change. Those look like the guys that own the bar right there. I like those pink outfits. Well, there's a cute girl right there. That's my type right there. She didn't turn. I didn't really get a look at her face. But as I was walking, I think I was actually, sometime I will actually turn if I see something I really like, and I'll just turn. These guys act like every girl wants them. Look, dude, they just want your money. Oh, this guy here, he noticed I have a camera.
Hey, what's up?
No, I'm not hiding it. I tell you, when you hide your camera, at least the girls will attack you more, and that's the only reason I'm. Whoa, wow. The only reason I'm will sometimes be discreet with the camera is because I want those natural reactions. When you're wearing a camera, you definitely don't get the same attention. The girls don't gang up on you and just start grabbing you. They're a little bit shy with the camera. I notice that with anyone that has a camera. Some guys will walk up and start talking, and I've done that a couple times. It depends on how I feel. There are a lot of cute girls down here on this end. Come on, guys. You know you got like no money, so what are you doing down there? You got to stay down there on the end of town where you can just drink beers and sit on the 7-Eleven steps because you're too cheap to go in a bar and buy a regular drink. I see that a lot with certain groups that will just buy a beer and sit on out front of 7-Eleven or something, or Tops, and just like watch the girls walk by because they don't want to go in a bar. I usually go in a bar with friends, you know. I don't bring the camera. So this is the end of Walking Street here. We're gonna now head over to I think we're gonna jump on my bike, my scooter, and drive down to a little further down, because there's a big gap between Soi 6 and like Soi 7 and Soi 8. Ooh, look at that. That's nice right there. So that's probably what we're gonna do. We're gonna head on down to a little down to Walking Street, but I think I'm gonna make up the gap there on my scooter. I like this weed shop right here. Gangsters, like gangsters or something. Some of the names that the people come up with are pretty creative, pretty wild. Oh, there's my buddy T. You know, he's an awesome taxi driver, scooter taxi guy, and I've known him for a couple of years. We actually started out in a kind of a very precarious way. I felt like he cut me off, and I flipped him off, and he stopped, and we kind of stared each other down. And then a few minutes, about a half hour later, I was over here on Soy 6, and I saw him, and I went right over to him, and I apologized. And he told me he didn't understand. He thought he had done something wrong. And so I just said, hey man, you know, no hard feelings, and you know, what's your name? Oh, I'm Pat, I'm T. And I noticed he was drinking an orange soda, so I went over to the 7-Eleven, and about a half hour later or so, and I bought an orange soda, and I came back and gave it to him, and we've been friends ever since. He's a really nice guy. I'm thinking of giving him one of my cameras, my older cameras, which will really work fine for him. An action camera. He's such a nice guy. So if you're ever on Soy 6 and you need a scooter taxi, just look around for that guy right there. His name's like T, Ice T, like T. And he just got a new scooter too. He got this white scooter. I think it's that one right there. I think it's that one right there that he's standing next to. He's a good guy. So if you guys ever, you know, just see him, you need a scooter taxi, there's your man. We're talking about cameras right there, and I showed him my new iPhone. And then yeah, I told him, I said, you could put the action camera right there.
Yeah, you can put right here.
It's a GoPro, actually, 11, and I don't really use it anymore, so
A couple of used cameras that are really good if you want to.
I think I'll just give it to him.
You want to, maybe you want to.
And have a content in TikTok and
Instagram.
And I told him I'd loan him my camera, but I just probably give it to him. What the heck, you know?
Maybe I can loan you one of my cameras you can use.
You see, I was telling him I had some extra cameras.
Yeah, we'll see, because I have a couple extra ones that I don't even use.
Yeah, I'm showing him that I got this other camera, like right there. That's the little Oz.
Like right now.
Oh God, what is that? The Instago.
Right now, he's back here.
It's pretty cool. That little camera there.
So when I walk around,
you can see
yeah, I can see in front and in back.
I scratched the lens on a couple of my cameras, so you don't really notice it unless you really, like, if you get into certain light, you could see like sometimes a little glare. But I don't want to use it anymore for content because I scratched the lens. I dropped it.
Oh, he can do so many things.
Yeah, showing them how you can magnify the camera. This is a pretty cool camera. I just got that one. Oh, there's some cute girls right there, huh? It's just so slow. It's like, you know, I really hope that it picks up because
It's overheated, so I have to let it rest.
they're saying it's like really changed a lot here and that there's fewer people coming. And I know the Chinese have, I mean, they never were really that big down there anyway, but mostly you get a lot of Indian people, but they're not really spending a lot of money. What they really need is they need, you know, Europeans and Americans and Australians and Japanese and Singapore. They need people with money to come there. But unfortunately, it seems like Thailand's like Pattaya is attracting just a lot of cheap people that don't spend money. And there's certain groups, you know, that they just don't, countries that just don't have the money, and they, you know, that's what you're getting a lot of right now.
You
And
can run it from your phone too. You can run from
that's a new iPhone 17.
iPhone 17.
And don't forget to subscribe.